On the 4th of May, also known as Star Wars Day, Star Wars fans celebrate May the 4th be with you, a play on the words for the famous quote from the Star Wars franchise, May the Force be with you. And on that special day, a world-class trombonist from New York City had some big news to share. But before we get to that big news, let's quickly talk about her, yes, her life growing up. Miss Romero grew up way in the far east of Texas in Longview. She picked up the trombone, and because Texas wants you to be the very best at everything, she quickly became a good trombonist. Her aspirations for being a good trombonist grew so large that she claimed this in an interview.
I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna be the best trombone player in the world.
Bruh.
But to be fair, where she ended up is not far from that at all. She got her Bachelor of Music degree at Baylor studying under Brent Phillips, who is active in the orchestra scene in Texas, and her Master's of Music at Rice, studying with Alan Barnhill, who last wrapped up his 44-year tenure as principal trombone of the Houston Symphony. Following her college years, she found quick and impactful success. In 2016, she became principal trombone with the Fort Worth Symphony, a position she held for just 2 years, because in 2018, she auditioned for the Met and won. This is a job she actually almost didn't audition for.
I actually missed the deadline to submit resumes for the Met audition, and I only realized it because that same friend, Christian Parup, who gave me the tux, he lives in the Fort Worth area, and so I think he texted me, "Hey, are you taking the Met audition?" And I was like, "Wait, what?" And so I check, and I'm like, "I'm so sorry I missed the deadline. Please have the committee, look at my resume." And so I think I was probably the very last person to be accepted, and I was like 153 on my resume letter.
In the process of winning those 2 jobs, she also won many trombone competitions, the highlight of which was being a semifinalist in the 2019 Tchaikovsky competition in Russia. I couldn't find a video of her at the competition, but I could find her submission for it. Let's talk about the equipment she uses. Her Shires tenor contains a fairly new invention from them, a double valve tenor known as the twin valve. This isn't like a bass trombone at all. No, the 2 valves operate as one, and the goal of this is so that the tubing bends a little less. I've tried using this before myself and found the valves to be stuffy as hell for articulations, but that's what she likes. The mouthpiece she uses is from Long Island Brass Company. I mean, look how cool this thing is. The testimonials speak for themselves. Abraham Lincoln likes it, Johann Sebastian Bach likes it, even a guy named Sack T. Butt. And I think that's the reincarnation of Ed Kleinhammer or something. But in all seriousness, with this mouthpiece, she was finally able to play a pedal C on tenor trombone. Why switch to bass trombone when you can save thousands by purchasing this mouthpiece instead, all for the low price of, oh crap. Nowadays, she plays principal at the Met and teaches at Rutgers and Bard. She has also filled in for leading orchestras around the world. She also played in an album for Weezer, a band with 12.5 million monthly Spotify listeners, and played in the soundtrack for The Joker. So then, what's the news? Here's the best part. The overwhelming vast majority of the trombone community supports her. Even though I'm not gay or anything, the response from the trombone community to her sends this message. If you are gay, trans, or anything else, you belong. You are one of us. We support you and we are here to help you. All except for this guy, Viktor Cheremysin, a bass trombonist with the Mariinsky Theater in St. Petersburg, Russia. In a deleted comment made under Sasha's coming out Facebook post, he posted this. This enraged Sasha, who punished him severely by calling on everyone to vote out the imposter. I say so not just based on his response to Sasha, but I also shared with him that I was from Russia and actually gave a shit about others. He protested my response in a private message sent to me in Russian. I don't speak Russian, but I do have Google Translate. Fair warning, this gets pretty ugly. You are a scarecrow. Who do you respect? Faggots? Is this the creature? After all, he is not a man and not a woman. Is he just it, or are you also one of the same? same. I am a normal, healthy man. I have 3 children. I personally prefer normal women with a normal psyche. And this scum-fag goner calls himself a girl. Many children see this, and they are absolutely healthy children. And it's not that you're black or white. I didn't say anything about it. I don't care about skin color. It's just that in America, it's so common, especially for black people who want to become lesbians or faggots. What the hell? For them, this is now the best excuse that someone is infringing on their rights. He even shared a post of the pride flag being burned. Based on these actions, it's safe to say this was his reaction to Sasha coming out. So then the last question is this: why the purple hair color? Whitewater Warhawks, baby!